your amazing book, The Age of Influence, you talk about building sustainable influencer marketing plans. And I'm wondering if you can share some practical advice, some tips on how brands can leverage like social listening data to enhance their influencer marketing efforts.
Yeah. The first question is always, who are the influencers in our industry?
Sure.
And I think there's always going to be people that you already know of. You've seen them speak at events. You've seen their posts on LinkedIn get a lot of engagement, what have you. So I think just by beginning with it internally, asking your employees, who do you hear about in our industry? And really starting from there is a great way to begin. Above and beyond that, social listening data, instead of, it's funny, there's a whole new industry of influencer databases, right? And these are companies that basically data scrape, maybe through an API, maybe not. And they just create these massive databases of influencers based on like follower count and social network and maybe what they talk about. But the really intelligent and more accurate way of doing that is through social listening, right? So these influencer databases, they exist for B2B as well, but sometimes if people opt in, like influencers opt into the database, they'll ask them, what do you post about? Oh, I post about like everything because I want to get every brand deal. Whereas a social listening tool will tell you what people are actually talking about. So it might be an influencer in your industry, but if you're creating a new generative AI tool and they've never, not once mentioned generative AI or AI, then they may not be the most appropriate for your company. And that's where a social listening tool can really help at the beginning with, number one, are they talking about this topic, or who is talking about this topic? And then from there, are they getting engagement? Who are they getting engagement from? And then obviously leveraging the complex technology that Sprinklr has to map together, who are these networks of people? Who are they influencing? What are the topics when we talk about brand share of voice? What about influencer or content creator share of voice? And I think that's going to give you a more accurate feeling as to who's out there, no matter how big or small, that are talking about things that are important to your company, and really starting from there to build a plan that says, oh, this person is a brand ambassador of our competitor. We are not able to work with them. But you know what? We're able to work with these other people, and really begin from there. I think influencer identification is going to determine the success or failure of your program. It's like trash in, trash out. If you're working with the wrong people to begin with, it's not going to be successful because they don't speak to your audience. And the whole idea of influencer marketing is people that have share of voice in your target audience. So if you get that wrong, everything else is skewed.